The Department of Justice criticizes the Phoenix Police Department throughout its findings report for dispatching officers to incidents involving people exhibiting signs of mental illness or distress. In the DOJ's opinion, mental health practitioners are able to resolve these incidents without the help of law enforcement. Let's take a look at one incident from their report that calls the DOJ's reasoning into question. Officers were dispatched to a behavioral health clinic after multiple staff members, mental health professionals, called 911 to report that a male patient was yelling and attempting to break things in the lobby.
Phoenix 911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
Police, we have a client that's extremely agitated here and he's destroying things.
The callers described the elements of disorderly conduct and criminal damage, both of which are criminal offenses.
Is he inside or outside?
He is inside in the lobby.
Okay, and what is he destroying?
I'm not sure if it's a chair or a desk. It's something.
Okay, but he's
on
broken
the other
it.
side of the wall. He's attempting to really destroy it.
The mental health practitioners made it clear that they needed police officers to respond to control the situation.
Phoenix 911, where's the emergency?
Yes, we need a police officer here immediately.
Okay, what's going on there?
Client is very aggressive, making threats, and not sure exactly. We just locked the lobby.
The first officer on scene was equipped with a less lethal tool, a Pepperball launcher. This device enables an officer to fire pepperballs, paintballs filled with a spicy powder, either to saturate an area to restrict a person's movement, or to use the pepperball as a direct impact munition to disrupt the person's behavior. In this case, the officer arrived on scene and contacted the man in a parking lot next to the lobby where the original disruption had taken place. The officer engaged the man in conversation, and she asked him multiple times to sit down so she could contact the staff members who had called 911.
All right, Michael, can you do me a favor? Can we just take a seat over here? Is that cool? I know you're a little stressed out right now. You go, okay, just take a seat. You're not in trouble right now. I'm just going to sit here, talk to you. I'm going to talk to them, all right? Will you take a seat for me?
I don't know. I'm not going to take a seat.
He refused. The man began moving towards the door to the lobby, which was occupied with mental health practitioners and other patients. The officer fired 3 pepperballs against the wall in front of the man in order to prevent him from re-entering the building and re-escalating the situation. Note this fact: the pepperballs were fired against the wall, not at the man as claimed in one of the sections of the DOJ report. The pepper powder worked to stop the man's movement towards the door. It did exactly what it was designed to do. The man sat down and was detained by officers. The DOJ says that the Phoenix Police Department should have deployed a mental health crisis team rather than police officers to the mental health facility that was staffed with mental health professionals specializing in the treatment of serious mental illness. It's unclear what additional mental health expertise additional mental health practitioners would have brought to the situation, especially given that the mental health practitioners at the behavioral health clinic were explicitly requesting police officers to assist in getting the situation under control.
Yes, we need a police officer here immediately.
Phoenix 911, do you need police, fire, or medical?
Police.
The DOJ report also fails to acknowledge that the responding officers diverted the man from the criminal justice system, and instead, the officers safely transported him to the Urgent Psychiatric Center, UPC, for a higher level of psychiatric care. The officers also requested that Phoenix Fire Department personnel evaluate the man to ensure that there were no adverse effects from the pepperball deployment, even though these pepperballs were not fired at the man. So to recap, mental health professionals at a mental health clinic called the police to request help with an out-of-control patient. The officers detained the man without using force against him or causing injury. The officers then ensured that the man received appropriate psychiatric care. What could be unconstitutional about that? It sounds to me that the officers are more deserving of a commendation than condemnation, and the DOJ's allegation that this is somehow unconstitutional is pure fiction.